Bunka, bunka, bunka. Bunka, bunka, bunka. Okay, is this working? How do I fucking... Bunka, bunka, bunka. That's a perfect time for that to not want to work. Awesome. Good after day. Good. Can you hear me? Cause I don't know if I can be heard. Oh dear. So things are actually working. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting that. You want to see my character? This is my character. I have made many attempts throughout the years to make me an Anna in my video games, and I think I actually managed to make it look somewhat like her for once. You know, minus the antlers. And but the antlers are so cool. I love them. I love the antlers. They're so pretty. I don't. I don't know what I'm doing. I got uh the fucking stream up on, or I mean I got, well, first I don't know how to make words, which we both know that, but I've got the uh chat up on my phone. I got the twitchy. Where's the fucking lever? There it is. This is one of them weird dungeons that's like, oh, I'm gonna have multiple entrances because fuck you. Or multiple paths and multiple. Because I remember when I played before, there was one dungeon that had like two bosses. One of them was super secret boss, man. Super duper super secret, super duper donkey. Do you like my cape? Oh, and I got it in uh, low, low or normal late latency, whatever that would mean. Because it said low latencies for people that's got good internet. And then in little parentheses it said, did that cape have a red part that no. No, it did not. This cape is Blythe's cape. You know, Blythe the wolf. This is his cape. That's what he wears. And I couldn't decide between wanting to wear it or wanting to wear the snow cape, which is Rainey's outfit. But in the end, I decided that, like with most things in life, longer is better. So the longer cape wins. Also, it's just got more. See something funny. My endurance is so shit because I'm like the glassiest. Look at my fucking stats. I'm the glassiest of glass cannons. I got fucking 63 intelligence. Um, and so if I want to shoot something, like I just went back and did the Fringe Folk dungeon where you got to shoot down that pot to destroy the whatever it's called. And here's the thing. I can roll like a normal person. If I equip my crossbow, just a little crossbow, so that I can, this little fucking piece of wood is too much for me. So I have to equip it, do the stuff that I want to do with it, and then I equip it. Can I get out of here now? Actually, I was what I was doing. What I was doing. Where is it? Where's the? No, it's over here, isn't it? No, it's over here. Okay. What I was doing was just using the interactive map. Which, if you haven't checked out the interactive map, it's a fucking godsend. It's on Fextra Life. As much as I fucking hate that site for multiple reasons. It's got this amazing interactive map, and you can like check boxes of like, oh, I want you to just show me where every single site of grace on the map is, and boom, there it is. Or like, I want you to show me where each boss is, so that I can clear up any bosses I missed. But I figure since I'm streaming, I keep looking over at my Milky. This is the area that I did not do. Uh, uh, oh yeah, it is very helpful. It is very helpful to find um, like like there's even like a slot for like weapons. So like if like you want to find like any weapons you missed, there's a spot for NPCs. Find where the NPCs are. These ones with the big heads, they make me giggle. Oh, there's no one. I think the games should have more enemies that are like I get that you get a lot of it from guys that just have shields, but enemies that are strong from the front and you have to the only two that I can think of is those, and then in the underground city there's some of those mimic tiers that have Okay, okay, look, this is freaking me out. I don't know if it's showing up on the stream, but in the background, the LOD, like the loading of the area, is making it look like there's something giant back there that's like twitching. And I don't know if that'll show up on the stream, but it's creeping me out. I thought there was like a giant thing about to climb out and get me. I'm streaming at 720p just because I highly doubt the internet could handle anything more than that. I feel like not enough games, like, maybe if I was someone else, I wouldn't mind, but I really enjoy being scared. Like, there's a streamer or a YouTuber I watch, Moist Critical, and he doesn't get scared by anything. And normally I don't like people like that because they tend to be douchebags about it and, like, talk down to people, but he doesn't. He's really chill. Um, but he said one time that scary games don't scare him. He said what he said was scary games are only scary if you want to be scared. Like you have to specifically put yourself in a mindset to allow them to scare you. And I'm willing to do that. Like I'm willing, like it. I do put in, the mental effort to suspend my disbelief and put myself in a vulnerable state of mind. Why did my phone just turn off? Oh, because I didn't touch it for a while. Fucking. I guess I'll have to like tap my phone every few minutes to keep the fucking chat up. Anyway, um, and I do wish that I didn't have to do that. Like I do wish that like games could like scare the shit out of me, even if I was trying not to be scared. But oh well. But like, I do wish that more games would play on megalophobia because I feel like that's an underutilized fear. The only games I can think of that really do it is you know, I'm trying to limit my thought to games that I feel did it on purpose for the Oh, you just walked off the edge and just killed yourself. Okay. He's like, fuck that. I ain't dealing with this. Like I can think of more examples if I don't limit myself, but I'm trying to limit myself only to games that I think did it specifically for the sake of scaring you. Okay, that one. Oh, no, that one's still alive. That one almost ran off the edge. But there's obviously Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I don't know if maybe it was meant to be scary, more unnerving. There's definitely Subnautica to an extent. To an extent, I feel like they could have, maybe it was an engine limitation or whatever, but I feel like they could have maybe went a little bigger with some of the Leviathans. Like just have one that's maybe like 3 times as big. Like have one that's as big as the fucking Aurora. That would have been perfect. Um, but yeah. Big old queen slug for a butt. Hey, no. Oh yeah, this is the sword I'm using. I just like the way it looks. and it scales with intelligence, so that's good. I was gonna use the moon veil, but I feel like that's like kind of like the obvious weapon to use. With oh Jesus Christ! Why was I suddenly backstepping twice? Oh God. Okay, I'm going over here now. I'm going over here. Well, the problem, I don't know if you've watched that Joseph Anderson video, but like one thing that drives me crazy is when I play a game and I have like a bunch of opinions and I'm an uneducated dumbass. Like I'm not eloquent. I have to literally run in circles and literally not play a video game in order to talk about a subject because I literally don't have enough brain power to play the game and talk at the same time. But like I'll have like opinions on something and then I'll watch a video like after I play the game. Like there's some YouTubers that I'll like watch their like reviews and whatnot, and they'll say like so much of what I said, like what I was thinking, and like it's good to be vindicated, to know that like you're Jesus Christ, there's a hive down here. Well, at least they can't get up here, so that's good, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna pop a Starlight Shard, but the downside of it, like the part that makes it a little annoying, is that it then feels like you can't express that opinion anymore because you'll just get accused of just parroting what, like when Dark Souls 2 came out, and it was a big disappointment to me. And then Matthew Matosis puts out a video, and then a lot of what he said I agreed with. But then now, anytime you like it's kind of like looped around to being like this double contrarian thing, where people will like defend a game that was a disappointment just because they want to like go against the grain of everyone else who's criticizing it. Which I do think that the criticism for Dark Souls 2 is a little overblown. It's still a good game. But then again, fucking Matthew Matosis literally starts his video by saying that he wants to make it clear that it's still a good game and he'd rather play it than anything. Oh, you missed all the big butts here. Oh. Oh. You missed all that thickness. You was not down with the thickness. I think one of the biggest issues with Dark Souls 2 was the marketing, and I actually wonder how much of that is the fault of the team and maybe how much is the fault of the marketing department, because like the way that game marketed the way that light was going to work was so unlike what the game was actually like, and I still mourn for it because I still would like to play a game that's like that. And there are some areas, like I don't know how much of the initial like marketing for Dark Souls 2 you paid attention to, but it was meant to be much darker. It was meant to like light and torches was meant to play a huge role. To the point where that's why when you play through the game, there's like so many areas that have like just random torches, like random braziers on the ground that seem to serve no purpose. And yes, I'm intentionally not pressing triangle because I want to see how many of these pop-ups I can stack. I want to see if I can get it stacked across the whole screen. Like a fucking Windows error message. But anyway. But yeah, in my usual tradition of rambling for 16 hours about a subject that I was trying to say in 2 seconds, I don't know if you've watched the Joseph Anderson video yet, which I don't know if you watch him, but he is a great fucking channel. He has some takes that I don't agree with on some stuff, but uh, you know, I'm mature enough to like watch a channel even if I don't agree with everything someone says on it. Um, but one thing he criticized about the Moon Veil is that the let me equip it real quick because I do have it. I don't have the stats to do it because I haven't been leveling decks, but the special for it. And that's why I watch you because I watch you because I like watching people fall down holes. My enjoyment of your videos stems from them old Tiny Toons Adventures episode where the guy would go, he'd go down the hole. That's like the that's the main reason I watch you. And still someday when I get like a computer, Elden Stars. I know I'm not. That's obviously an incantation, so I'm not going to be able to use it. I'll be able to use it on my spicy Dorito playthrough. Fucking 50 Faith creates a stream of golden shooting stars at his sail. Is that the fucking move that the last boss uses on you that just fucking follows you for 6 years? But yeah, I'm gonna make a spicy Dorito playthrough. I haven't actually made any of my challenge characters yet. Like the whole goal with them is not to like do a lot. Like each one, the goal is going to be just to beat the game to see if I can make it to the end of the game. And I don't think I'll be able to make it to the end of the game on any of them. So to reiterate, the challenge characters are going to be SpongeBob, who the only things he's allowed to do is he's allowed to summon the jellyfish and he's allowed to use bubble spells. That's all he's allowed to do. And I was thinking if I could find a weapon that looks enough like a spatula, I'll allow myself to use that. But I haven't really found one yet. Kick. Oh yeah, you'll have to. That's one thing I'll mess around with later is to see, because I can't use Mog's weapon. I haven't fought Mog. I'll check it out. But so obviously since I'm streaming from the PS4, there's gonna be a limit to like what like things I can use. And what like I can't use like all those like things that you use where you have people make like random sounds play in your videos and stuff, which is fine. Just being able to stream is nice. And then down the road I can worry about getting like a PC and getting all that stuff set up. But anyway, my Logan character, um, what's happening here? What? Are you stuck there? Are you stuck in the ground? I think you might be. I think he's stuck. That poor fella. Let's see if we can help him out. Let's see if we can help him out. Oh, did I get him out? No, he's still stuck in there. I'm running low on everything. Well, you know what? He's living his best life. I'm not gonna interfere with that. Anyway, Logan is. I'm gonna call him Logan instead of Wolverine, just because I highly doubt there's any armor in the game that would like do justice to the comic book look. So I'd rather just go with like a shirtless, like kind of like the way he looks in the um those movies. But his whole thing will be the dual claws, and I'm not allowed to use Crimson at Tears. Uh, White tank top. I don't know if there's a white tank top in the game though. Is there anything close to a white? I guess maybe the god skin or the cloth garb. Yeah, he's just gonna wear the cloth garb. That's what he's gonna wear. He's just gonna be cloth garb all the way. Um, and this is, I think, probably going to be the hardest of my challenge runs because he can't use any form of healing other than regeneration. So he can equip the. I don't even know if I have it. I haven't picked it up. He can use the I'll equip the talisman that slowly regenerates FP, and I'll put enough points into faith that I can use. I know there's a faith spell. I don't have it, but I know there's a faith spell that heals with successive attacks. Yeah, I could go with that too. Um, and I know there's a faith spell that gives you health regeneration. So, and because like in the comics, he has like regenerating health. So he's allowed to use regenerating health, but he's not allowed to just straight up heal. And like this is one of those things that like will have to be kind of self-imposed. Like I'll have to like kind of watch myself, but I'm not allowed to cheese. That's going to be the part that's going to make it difficult. Is I have to just keep moving. I have to keep battling. I'm not allowed to like back off and just like circle strafe enemies until my shit regenerates. Um, and then Hawkeye build that. Why do I still have that equipped? And I'm out of everything. I'm out of all the everythings. Which is fine. Which is fine. It happens. It happens. This is also a thing that happens. Shit. Yeah, let's pop another one of those. Wonder if I could arc them. Okay, all I did was make them all angry at once. That's all I accomplished. I just made them all angry at once. Down here. Mer. You know what I really want to do is, like, if I had like this on PC and I could mod and stuff, what I really want to do is just like spawn in the maximum number of like low level, like those little shambling zombies or whatever. Like whatever the maximum amount that the engine could handle without crashing the game, just spawn them all in a big horde, and then use that glintstone arc. Because I just feel like that would just be super satisfying. Like the same kind of satisfying like when you play with Play-Doh or something. Like it would tickle that part of your brain. But yeah. So the Hawkeye character, he can only use bows. I'm not sure how that will go, just because so many enemies tend to input read and dodge your attacks. So I'd probably have to equip that that I do have it. Where is it? Where's your Ashes of War? Here they are. This one, Enchanted Shot, where the arrows follow. That's, I think, probably the only way I'd be able to really get away with using him. I'm bathing in cum. I'm bathing in cum. Oh, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of them. I don't know if it's in the footage that survived, but I am actually extremely disappointed that these guys aren't designed the way they are in the first Dark Souls. I don't know if you know this, but in the first Dark Souls, those big eyes aren't real. Those big giant eyes, they're fake. They're kind of like how butterflies have like fake wings. Or not fake wings, but like eyes on their wings. If you look really, really close at them, their actual eyes are like deep down, like right above their little noses. That I always thought that was such a cool idea. Oh, when did I get a bunch of flasks back? I must have cleared out a group or something. Turns out you had the right... Did it turn out you had the right spells? The night spells. Oh. No, after you mentioned that, I found the... it was like... I was actually the same day, which was weird. When you mentioned that to me, and I was exploring, I found, I did have this one, which I think counts as a night spell, but I have the Shard, the Comet, and the Night Maiden's Mist. I really like the Ambush Shard. The Ambush Shard is so good against shield guys. I fucking love it. Like that guy, right before Renala, that just loves to parry you. The fucking Ambush Shard makes him a fucking joke. I mean, there's also another way to beat him that I think I did in my video. I think my footage has my Renala fight. I don't know, my footage is all over the place because of just the direction I went and what I explored. So there's like some late game stuff in the surviving footage, but then at the same time, there's like some very early game stuff that's not in it. Have you ever used the ambush spell? Okay, there's something over there doing something, and I'd rather not be a part of it. I'm choosing not to engage. I'm choosing not to be a part of this. Okay, I feel like it's choosing me. Like I'm the Pokemon, and it's choosing me. Oh, guess that counted as clearing out a group too. Nice. I keep looking over at my fucking modem to see if it's like cut out. Can I use my horse here? I can use my horse here. Holy shit. I was not expecting to bait. Fuck. I don't think I'm supposed to go up there anyway. Ghosty clove warts. Warts of a ghost. They need to get lanced. Hopefully they're benign. Maybe that's how the ghost died in the first place. Oh, Jesus. Right, what the fuck is this? It's a square. I found a square. Oh, I found a map. How big is this place? Not too big. That's good to know. Who's over there going? Not a second. I need to check something. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I suppose I should find out what's making fire over there. Oh, it's just one of those. One of those douchebags that can't even turn around. Dank, 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 dank. Dank, 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 dank. You know, I just realized, David, I don't know if you're still here. I I don't think I ever finished my original thought, which that's bad even for me. I was trying to say that the fuck's in there? I was trying to say that the main reason I don't use the moon veil is like Joseph Anderson mentions in his video. The special move of the moon veil actually ends up being more powerful than most of your spells. and so it renders your fucking spell build redundant. That's why I'm like, eh. Nope. And like I said before, you know, okay, someone was here, and now they're gone. Who grumbled? Somebody grumbled. I don't know who grumbled, but they grumbled. Yeah, the one I always see is people spamming some weapon art that um, throws out like uh, blood, and I guess it like can do bleed damage. Ouch! That was not. Okay, I was gonna try to have a sword duel with you. Look, you had a bunch of dudes dropping around. Oh, and I'm death blighted. That's great. And I'm death blighted. Alright, where the fuck is all my souls? Because that was a lot. That was a lot to lose. And I want them back. How can I not fucking use this horse? You know, it's funny that, like, people complain about this horse and say how unresponsive it is. It's like, bro, have you played Red Dead Redemption? Have you played Shadow of the Colossus? This is, like, the most responsive horse in the history of horses. It's not perfect, but Jesus Christ, that doesn't even compare. Okay, I don't think I can go along that. And now I don't know what I'm doing. I wish there was a, and maybe there is, I wish there was a talisman that made your spells travel farther. Like, I know there's a talisman that makes your arrows travel farther. There's that. Can I make that jump? I can't make that jump. No way. No way, Jose. No chance, Lance. I need to go over there. That's what I need to do. Here we go. I'm assuming this is the path you must have taken if you missed that area over there with all the bubble butts. Which I feel bad for you. Man, missing Thick City. God damn. Oh, you said this area is... Oh, I see an item. You said this area is necessary for a character's quest. Which character? Because I am... Oh! Oh! Almost died. Because I am trying to progress as much quests as I can. Because in my initial playthrough, I think I was thinking with my other brain, because Cause I literally, I don't think I completed a single quest other than Ranny's, and I don't understand that because I mean I get that like that's how Souls is and how it's easy to to like mess up quests and stuff. But I find it so funny that I simultaneously missed pretty much every quest. Like for instance, Nefeli, I lost her quest at the stage of her being like depressed and stuff, just because I didn't find that um, extra little door when I went back to the thingy, so I didn't get the Stormhawk to give to her. Um, Millicent, I made it to the part where I give her a new prosthetic arm, but I think I have to beat uh Malimu, Blade of Mechalekahai Mekahani Hani Ho, who has never known defeat. I think I have to do her quest to progress that one, and I didn't beat her. I fought her like twice, and I'm like, I googled, is this an optional fight? And it said yes, and I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Which, don't get me wrong, I probably could have done it eventually. Especially since her battle seems very dodge heavy. Like it seems like something you can't really tank. You have to do a lot of dodging, and since I was dual wielding, like I had to dodge everything. I probably could have gotten it eventually, but like I was at a point where I was burnt out on the game, which is definitely not something you want with a game this good. And I was running so fucking low on space. It was ridiculous. But that's another good thing. Like I don't know how much I'm gonna transition to streaming versus like just recording. Um, but another good thing is I no longer have to sit for 3 hours. Where did you come from? Just come out of the ground like I want to play too. I was in the ground. I was in the ground taking a nap, but I want to play too. Yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know what her second phase looks like. I just know that I was fighting her and I was doing really good with my dodges, and then she's like, "Oh, by the way, by the way, by the way, by the way, I've got an attack that lasts about 14 years, and if you're like in the same zip code as me at any point during that attack, you're dead." I'm like, "Oh, okay. Good to know." um, which apparently there is. Oh, I found a side of Grocky Goo. Hey, it's a finger fake, finger poker. Afraid he got fingered.
Such cruelty. Oh, my poor, sweet lordling should have died a true death. As the as a martyr. But why must it yet bring a scion of the golden bough, sentenced to live in death? How could such a thing come to
I'm assuming if I know video games, and I think I know video games, it's that move, but like a gimped, not as good, not as strong version of it. Like when you play a RPG and you fight a boss that like destroys you, but then they join your party and they're like level 1. Am, how spot on am I? It lasts just as long. Nah, I don't. I find it that hard to believe, and here's why. Here's why I find that hard to believe. Ah, okay, okay. So it's the poise. The reason I found it hard to believe that it's that strong is because I've been watching a lot of like rage compilations and just like funny clip compilations and stuff, and I almost never ever see any. I think I've seen like it used like once or twice in a clip, but if it was that strong, I'd be seeing it used a metric fuck ton more during PvP. That's the only thing that made me think maybe it's not. Yeah, easy to get knocked out of it. Okay, is there anything? I'm just gonna ride around, check for items, and then I'm just gonna book it. Cause I still need to find my souls. Yeah, crowd control sounds I'm still bitter about the fact that this game doesn't have even a single weapon art that is for dual wielding. That just doesn't make sense to me. You have a whole separate move set. You screwed the pooch. That's like one of the main things that Dark Souls 2 did so amazing, is the way they did dual wielding, where as long as the two weapons were similar in style, you could power stance them. And then Dark Souls 3 is like, nah, we're only going to let you dual wield weapons that are specifically dual wielding sets, and we'll put like maybe 4 of them in the game. Have fun, loser. Because in Dark Souls 2, I mean, my footage is still on the channel, so you can see. Dual wielding the red rust scimitar and then the jeweled one that the ladder guy gives you was such a fucking cool aesthetic. It really was. But you'd think like you'd have like one or two. There's so many fucking weapon arts in this game, and some of them are redundant. Some of them like will do like similar things to other weapon arts, but you don't have a like even the class that starts off. I can't remember which class. It's the class I picked. The one that starts off with dual scimitars. They literally the class starts with the dual scimitar. And they have that spinning slash. And when I first started using it, I'm like, "Oh, this is cool. I can spin." But no, the your offhanded scimitar just fucking disappears. Yeah, the scimitar selection is like the wing of Astal is so cool. Like, I love the way that looks. It actually reminds me of in Darks or Demons, the original Demon Souls. There's this character named Celine, I think, and she had like this kind of curved sword that was kind of like not invisible, but like um the Shamshir is not a Shamshir. That's not what a Shamshir looks like. They fucked it up. It's just weird. Like, I know what a Shamshir looks like. I can fucking Google it. Shamshirs are literally like my second favorite type of sword after scimitars. but like most games don't make it look like the way they fucking really look in real life. In Dark Souls 3. Yeah, in Dark Souls 3, I'm not exactly sure what you're asking that to, since I just now saw that message, but I'm assuming you're asking it to me, talking about the way that you couldn't. Yeah, in Dark Souls 3, you couldn't dual wield any sword. In Dark Souls 2, you could. Like, if you could equip any two long swords, any two curved swords. Like for instance, I dual wielded the red rust scimitar and the jeweled scimitar. Um, any two katanas, any two weapons. I don't know if they had it for the colossal weapons, like because I don't use colossal weapons, but and then if you held triangle to go, if you held the button that would otherwise make you two-hand a sword, it would instead put you into a power stance, so that you were you had a unique move set for it. Whereas in Dark Souls 3, they got rid of that and made it so that you could only dual wield certain weapons that were dual weapons. And like I know there's one class that starts with I think it's like the mercenary or some shit. What are you doing? We ain't playing this game. But yeah, in Dark Souls 3, you can only dual wield weapons that are part of dual sets, and like you don't get two of them. Like you don't find one and then find the other and then dual wield it. It's just you equip it and it equips as a dual wielded set. And that was so stupid. Funny enough, I would actually go as far as to say that Dark Souls 3 is probably my least favorite of the entire Soulsborne series. I know that might be a hot take, but like I think if you remove yourself from the disappointment of like the misleading trailers and stuff of Dark Souls 2, and you factor in how good the DLC for Dark Souls 2 was, which the DLC for Dark Souls 3 was good as well, and my phone just turned off again. I really need to figure out how to make it not do that. Don't get me wrong, it's still a good game, but there's just a lot about it that I did not like. That's actually a funny thing is I could never really. This is another example of what I was saying before. I could never really in my head put it into words. What I didn't like about it, but one thing that Joseph Anderson says in his Elden Ring video, when he's talking about Dark Souls 3, he says that the world, instead of being interconnected, the world feels like a bunch of plates suspended like on poles, like just a series of levels that you go through. There's like no like interconnection in it. And then, and this could just be an opinion thing. I'll acknowledge that this is just an opinion thing, but I feel Dark Souls 3 is where they really went overboard with the having enemies that just fucking flail about, and like that's their entire moveset. Like half the enemies in Dark Souls 3 are just reskins of Artorias. And when you fought Artorias, that was unique. The way he flipped around that arena, that was a unique experience because you hadn't experienced something like that before. And now it's just every fucking enemy does that. And I'm sorry, but being all the way on the other side of an arena and having an enemy like do an attack that just causes them to glide during their attack animation across the entire fucking arena to get to you is not my idea of fun. It's not my idea of good fucking boss design. And then like so much of like what's memorable about it has been done already. Like Irithyll, the Boreal Valley, is a memorable place. It's a very pretty place, but it's not any more memorable or pretty than some of the vistas in Bloodborne. Um, One of my favorite areas of Dark Souls 3 is that I can't remember the name of it, but that prison area with those guys that can cause your health bar to disappear. And that's clearly meant to be a callback to the Tower of Latria, which is my favorite. Tower of Latria is still like my all-time favorite Soulsborne level of the entire series, just for the atmosphere and how creepy it was. Okay, I asked you earlier if you ever tried the ambush shard, but you didn't answer, so I'm going to show it off now. See, even with the shield up... Oh, no, you're not doing that teleporting shit. No teleporting. Even with the shield up, it just hits the back of them. And I really like that. It's really helpful for enemies that have shields up. Especially enemies that have a penchant for parrying. Alright. Oh my god. I just died to the same guys. I died to the same motherfucker that I died to before. To be fair, that time it was mainly because I was just showing off that spell. That's my excuse. That's my big excuse for that. So that death does not count. So that brings the death counter down from 800 to 799. So we're still in the running here. Only downside of it is it's not very strong. It'd be nice if there was like a stronger version of it. But still, having a way to deal with enemies that, especially if you're, because like it doesn't, I don't think, yeah, it requires 23 intelligence, so it doesn't require too much intelligence. So just with like the this talisman, which raises it by 5, and then maybe a couple other talismans to raise your intelligence, you'd be able to use that even on a non-faith, like a non-intelligence build. So like if you're like mainly a swordsman person and you're getting really annoyed by an enemy that just keeps fucking parrying you, that is a nice little move to have. Alright, let's throw some rocks at this guy. We're gonna throw some rocks at you. You know, the rock sling is so powerful in the early game, but it kind of like trails off after a while. I wonder if there's like an upgraded version of it that you can find somewhere. How many times am I gonna die to this guy? I like that my full skill level is on display. Showing how fucking good I am at this. Have I mentioned that I've played every game in the series? And I can say that more than some people because I've even played Kingsfield. so so I've played more Souls games than people that have played every Souls game. Kingsfield was the fucking jankiest, weirdest fucking. If you ever get a chance to play Kingsfield, you need to fucking play it. I only played. I can't remember which one I played. It was on PS2. So I don't think it was the very first one. I played one on PS2. And it was just. It's so. It is like. Such a fucking weird game. Yeah, the first one was on PS1, and then they had some on PS2. I don't even know why I have this equipped. I just equip spells to just fill out slots. Like, I'll equip this, I guess. If you could stop disappearing on me, that would be lovely. Yo, I'm counting that. I'm counting that. I'm counting that as me beating him. So now I'm gonna go get my souls. Cause here's the thing about me. Here's the thing you have to understand about me is it's a very good thing that I was so burnt out and I like had the excuse of like really desperately running low on space when I got to uh 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 marinade on my pizza blade of uh manwich. Uh because otherwise I am like the most stubborn person on the fucking planet. Like I really am. It is like why is there blue here? Oh, it's bitter face. I am the most like in some ways I'm fine with it because it's the reason why like I'll use a weapon that isn't really good just because I like the aesthetic of it. Um, but like I will like you'll see one thing that did survive the footage is the loss is me attempting to fight that one mummy petrified mummy looking guy that you fight a few of, the one that sprouts lightning wings. And I was kind of underleveled and I was struggling with them and you'll see in the video that there was also certain other reasons why it was just not a good time all around. But I just kept doing it. I don't have that part of me. That part of me that allows me to say, you know what? I think I'm underleveled for this area. I will come back later. I just don't have that in me. I don't. And so if I stumble into a boss that like is whooping me, I will do it for hours. Fucking hours. I got an artidarter leaf. I got a let me try going up that again, see if there's something I missed. Boing doing 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 doing. Yeah, it looks like getting that leaf was the only purpose of coming up on this? You're supposed to not die if I jump down onto those! I've even landed further away from them than I did just now, and it didn't kill me before. There's been times that I've landed like 5 times as far away from the launch pad as I did just then, and it didn't fucking kill me. This is some fucking bullshit. This game doesn't like me, I swear. Oh. But yeah, I was gonna make this as a video exploring this and giving thoughts and stuff, but I guess since I'm playing now, it doesn't really matter. And I will export this as a VOD to YouTube. That's something. Twitch still lets you do that, right? Export your VODs to YouTube. And I will do that. And I will set it as the episode number after whatever episode. Yeah. Oh, be warned when I start making videos go live that here and there will be numbers that get skipped. What it is there were some episodes where like I was doing like a clip show episode, or like I had to edit 2 clips together because I had to go to the bathroom or something. And when I would export it through Share Factory, that would put it at the top of the list. So suddenly it would be like at the top of the list, and just in order to get it like get things uploaded in order, I was copying based on what was at the bottom of the list first. And yes, I'm still leveling fucking... Actually, I've got a bunch of Newman runes. So like it'll be like, it'll say like episode like fucking 42, and then suddenly the next one up will be episode 44, and that'll be because episode 43 was either a clip show or something that I, for some reason... Let's do 1 vigor. Actually, you know what? Let's do a fucking endurance. Maybe now I can equip my fucking crossbow without fat rolling. Yay! Yay! The piece of the small piece of fucking wood no longer weighs me down. Awesome. But yeah, my footage goes up to, I'd say, like I said, it's hard to gauge just because of like the way I explored. Because I got to Margit, and then I was like, it's funny because usually I do have that issue, like I just said, where I refuse to not like move on. But at Margit, I was like, okay, I do think that like the whole point of this is that you're meant to explore the open world, so I'm going to go explore the open world. And then I went and explored the open world, and I just sort of never stopped. And I explored so much that by the time I got back, I kind of killed Margit in like 3 hits. So So that's a whole dealio. But I think my footage, like, if I had to put a name on it, I think my footage ends at the Altus Plateau. Rest in coffin. I am gonna pass on that. Thank you very much. I will come. You know what? I am gonna make a little marky moo here. I'm going boop. There we go. And I will come back to you later. But I think my footage is up to close to me getting ready to go up to the Altus Plateau. Which I don't really mind. Because honestly, I feel like most of my favorite stuff in the game was pretty front loaded. Like, I did not like the volcano section at all. Like, nothing about that section did anything for me. Maybe it's because I've just played so many fucking fire volcano-y areas in games in my life, and I'm just over it. I don't know. Lanedale, I enjoyed Lanedale just because I've always complained about, like with Anno Londo, where you get this big sweeping entrance to something and you're like, oh my god, this is huge. And then it turns out the actual level is like 3 corridors, an elevator, and a boss. And you're like, oh, I thought I was actually going to get to explore that city. My bad. But Lanedale is like, holy shit, yeah, you do get to fucking explore the city. And so I enjoyed that. The Mountaintop of the Giants was it was okay. Like, I like snowy areas, but Souls has done snow before, and if I'm being honest, it's done snow better. I think the only thing that gave the mountaintops like an edge is like the increased graphics, in comparison to other games in the series. I think that the snow area from the Dark Souls 2 DLC was like, yeah. Also, it just wasn't really a well-designed area. Like, I don't know if you noticed this. I don't know if this is something that stuck out to you, but this stuck out to me. And then it's yet another thing that when I watched the Joseph Anderson video, he pointed out. There's no new enemies. All the enemies in the Mountaintops of the Giants are enemies from Kylid for some reason. For no the dogs and the birds. For no reason whatsoever, it's just them back all of a sudden. And it's like, why? Why? And I actually feel like, and if there's any series that would have gotten away with this, it would be Souls. I feel like it would have been better if most of that level just didn't have any enemies at all, and it just it would have given such an uncomfortable feeling to like have this area that like you're going through and just no enemies, and just it feels so desolate, and it makes you wonder what happened here. And like within the lore, it actually would make sense for that area to be kind of desolate. So, and I even have proof of the fact that that would create an unsettling feeling, and I can tell you about the proof now that you've beaten the game. But I don't know if you know this, but I don't know if on any of your playthroughs you've done it this way, but I know on the playthrough that you have uploaded on YouTube right now, you didn't. But part of Ranni's quest does involve beating Radahn so that you can get into the other parts of the underground city. And if you get to that part of the quest without having already beaten Radahn, then Blythe will tell you, oh, I'll meet you there. And then you get there, and he's already kind of taken care of most of the enemies. Like, most of the enemies inside of Redmane Castle are dead, and most of the enemies outside of it, like along the bridge, the ones that would have shot at you from the bridge, they're dead. The only things that aren't dead, which is kind of like a nice touch, is the dogs, because he doesn't kill the dogs, because he is a doggo. So I think that's a cool touch. And that combined with like the chanting is such an unsettling fucking feeling. So that's right there is proof that something like that could be unsettling and actually add to a game. I will ask you this. I asked you a few times and you wasn't 100% sure. Did you do the catacombs in the sewers of Lanedale? And because you said you think you did, but there's something about them that I don't want to spoil if you haven't done it, but that makes them kind of memorable to the point where even with your forgetfulness, I didn't get to the weird door. That they changed, yeah. That it's kind of like a weird looping PT thing. I thought that was such a cool thing. Cause it changes so subtly, and it does it perfect. Cause like you drop down and you're like, oh, I'm back here again. I must have missed where I was supposed to go. I must have missed like an illusory wall or a lever or something. And then you go and you're like, this enemy wasn't here before. Wait a minute, this item wasn't here before. And I fucking love that they did that. That was such a cool thing. I mean, like, I will always hold the crown for having done it first. I did looping hallways that change before PT came out. You know, I hold the crown of being the inventor of that concept, because I'm sure there's not any horror movie or video game since the dawn of time that has ever done that before. That probably is. So yeah, out of like all the stuff that I experienced in my lost footage, the only things that like I'm sad that you won't get to see is my reaction to that, like the realization that it was changing, um, the singing episode, because you know the right before Radon, the boss fight in that arena right before him, where there's like the two guys you have to fight. If you do the quest the way I mentioned with uh with Blythe and helping out Ranny, you don't do that battle. Because oh god, okay, let's ow! I got fucking cock blocked by a fire. I was gonna save it. I was gonna jump over there and save it. I was gonna save the jump, and then I made the jump, and then the fire was like, no, bitch. Okay, let's just make our way back down, and we'll just give it all a go again. All right. We'll take a big fat mulligan on that one. But anyway, I was having so much trouble with that battle, and I'll try to reenact part of it. I started singing, which, you know, I tend to do sometimes when I'm panicking. And in the corner, like, not the corner, but at one side of that arena, there's this little stage, like this little platform, little bit of raised platform that it isn't a piece of furniture that can be broken. So one of the enemies did an attack. I can't remember which one, but it did an attack that knocked me up in the air, and I landed on the platform. And then I backed away against the wall, and they kept like attacking against the platform. And I started going, "You knocked me up here, but now you can't get up here. You knocked me up here, but now you can't get up here." And then I did that for like 20 seconds, and then suddenly one of them jumps, and I'm like, "Oh my god, you can't get up here!" So obviously, it's not gonna be as good trying to recreate it as the original, but uh and then my reaction to the guy, I told you about this, there's a guy in the foggy area that is like stuck in the snow, and there's two guys helping him. There's one standing there holding a torch, and then there's one on his hands and knees just digging away at it, trying to get him out. And I was laughing for like 5 minutes, and I kept saying, "This is the greatest moment I have ever experienced in a video game in my life." But then if you attack the guy that's stuck in the ground, he turns into a giant bear and kills you, and I screamed so fucking loud. And then there's my admittedly emotional reaction to what the fuck. I'm not going in there. I am not going in there. Fuck that. My admittedly emotional reaction to the meeting the sister of the jellyfish that you were given. Because, like you realize that these spirits are people. Like, there are people that died, and, like, I don't know what the lore is about how you become a summonable spirit. Like, I don't know if it's something you opt into. I know of at least one person that did opt into it. What's her name? Latenna the Albinuric. She opts into allowing herself to become a summoned spirit. So I don't know exactly what the lore is behind like becoming one, but like them little girls becoming that. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! I just got a message letting me know that I need to take the trash out because it's probably gonna run very soon. So I gotta go do that. But anyway, and then kind of like that moment causes you to kind of realize uh kind of a gut punch of like realizing that I will go in there after I'm done exploring. uh it's kind of a gut punch of realizing that, oh my god, yeah, these are real people that existed. And then I don't know if you found this, but if you then go under that area, you find two gravestones, and it's their gravestones, and it says their names, and then it says who never got to see the stars. And that just like that like twists the knife in your gut. It's fucking, it's horrible. So missing my reaction to that. Um, the last battles of the game I considered kind of lackluster. Like the Elden Beast is shitty, just shitty. Uh, Radagon is a good battle, but has some bullshit moves like where he teleports, and then when he teleports to you, he can actually appear in the middle of an animation of attacking, giving you no time to figure it out. Um, uh, Horaloo is actually really cool. Like that those two phases of that boss, that was as probably one of my most favorite battles of the game, because it's a very he's one of the, I'd say he's super hard. I died to him a lot, but he's probably one of the most fair enemies in the entire game in terms of like how readable his moves are and how like dodgeable they are and stuff. And just his second phase where he goes all nanomachine son on you is just so fucking cool. But anyway, I'm going to sit here at this grace site, and I will be back momentarily because I gotta take the trash out. Oh. Eh. Hey. Okay. Okay. I'm back. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. I was gotta be careful about bumping that microphone because I literally have the fucking cord on it so loose and plug on it so fucked that I can just like barely bump it and then it's just nothing but static. Nothing but static. Which you'd think microphones would have like a built-in thing to detect that it's doing that. And like reboot the microphone or something. Welcome back. Okay. So yeah, as I was saying, Horaloo was cool. And it's like, it's really cool how like the game has a way of introducing things and then making you forget about it. Like he's literally mentioned in the very beginning of the game when the opening cutscene is listing off some various people. Horaloo, Chieftain of the Badlands, he's mentioned. And then you don't hear shit about him for the whole fucking game. And then all of a sudden there he is, like, what's up, motherfucker? And then there's the realization that he has the same last name as Nefeli, which means either they're related or they're part of the same tribe, and it's like a thing where when you're in the tribe you have the same last name. Because Gideon is her adoptive father, so... And I'm also glad to discover that I indeed was not taking crazy pills. Although I do need to take a pill. Thanks for reminding myself. I'm take my anxiety medication. Because in that, I know this is not really a appropriate way to talk, but the very first thing I said to Radagon, the very first words out of my mouth during my very first attempt to fight him is, "Where'd your tits go?" And I thought, like, I was just imagining it, but I died enough times that I was able to rewatch the cutscene. I'm like, no, you clearly have boobs. What's going on here? Is it just like a weird thing of like the way you're hanging? And then to discover that Radagon and Marika are the same person somehow. I haven't really delved enough into the lore to understand why they're the same person. But yeah. Anyway, other than that, most of my like, and then like maybe some entertaining rants, because a lot of that ending episodes was kind of taken up by rants and just rambling. And maybe for the best, because some of the rants were about some personal stuff that maybe I shouldn't be talking about on camera. But anyway, other than that, there wasn't really all that much memorable to miss in those ending sequences. So like if I could turn back time and somehow choose between having the first half of my footage lost or the second half, I would choose the second half, because a lot of my more entertaining commentary was in the first half. I need to open my window. I'm getting a little hot. That's another issue that's going to crop up, is even though now I can stream and stuff, it will probably not happen too much just because it's getting hot out. The summer's coming. and like I can handle the heat. Like I can sit here and get all sweaty. Like hell, it may even be kind of immersive to play Green Hell while being all sweaty. But I worry about my PlayStation, and I can turn the fan on. Like I got a big box fan pointing directly at my PlayStation, and I can turn that on. But then the microphone will pick that up, and all you hear is brrr. So I'll have to see if I can find like a way to. Okay, so we want to go. Did we already go up there? No, we did not, because I see an item. Okay. Oh, great. Yeah, this place goes high up. Thanks for the golden rune, I guess. Okay, that's the... Oh, this is it. This is it for the high up. Okay. Okay, never mind then. I was only trying to sing your praises. Then you're like, well, fine, I'm not going any higher. Fuck that. You want to enjoy the content that I'm giving you? Fuck that. Okay, have I been over there? Yeah, I think I have. I believe I have. I wanna believe. Like they say in Parappa, the Rappa. I wanna believe. I wanna believe I've been over there. But we're gonna go over there anyway. Just to be sure. Okay. Ghost cloak. Well, I didn't get that because those don't respawn, so I know I didn't get that. Alright. I guess that's it for... Seems odd. I mean... Does seem odd for there to just be this... The Shabiri late great grape lady. You know, I completely missed her my first time playing the game. There's a hole. I'm going down the hole. I missed her my first time playing. Just because, I think because, like, she's, like, right where you are when, after you beat, Godric. And then you come out of his throne room. Okay, we're gonna take care of the bear from up here, because we don't like bears. And we don't approve of their politics. Actually, do I have... Would this be enough to do a bleed on him? Okay, he can do that. I forgot about that. Gotta bleed off. Cool. But, I never did, like, I did a lot of Liurnia before I even did, Stormveil, because in my, you know, exploration I found the little path around it. So after I got done with Stormvale and realized where it had spat me out and realized it was somewhere I had already been, I don't know if maybe she doesn't show up until after you've done Stormvale, because I didn't see her when I took the path around. But once I saw that it was somewhere I'd already been, I just teleported to move on. So I think that's why I didn't see her my first time. But I got a cyst. David, I got the cyst of the Prince of Death from a bear. Oh, it's the bigger version of the pustule. It raises more vitality. Great. Great. That's, because if there's anything that gives you vitality, like if there's anything in this world that gives you vitality, it's cysts and pustules. Like if you ever want to like them like down home remedies, what we need to do is we need to start lancing cysts off people and bottling it. And like I guess like what we could do is we could give it to old people for their vitality, and we could tell them it's tapioca pudding because of the. I think that may be the most disgusting thing I've ever said. I think I finally topped myself. What is all this then? Oh, this is just back down here. So this was just another way of getting down here. Okay. So if I had went behind that waterfall. Okay. Got it. I am picking up what you were laying down there, fella. What? Oh. Okay, and this is the big jumpy one. Okay. I still have stuff that I can explore down there. But, I know that you really want me to check out what's in this door. Because for some reason you said you better go in there. Although there's just no reaction from you to my tapioca pudding comment. Are you too busy vomiting? Alright. Let's get that to a nice fat 60. Alright, let's see what's in here that you wanted me to check out so fucking badly. Like, oh, so important. Can't use my horse. Can't use my horse. Can't use my horse. It's a mermaid. So there's that. Did you want... Is she gonna grant me some wishes? Is that what's gonna happen now? Hey, mermaid. How you doing? Your head's kind of like upside down. Do you know that? Wait a minute. You're the same. You got the same face as the thing that was under Stormvale. Fia's champion. Okay. Okay, I beat Fia's champion. What do I get? Oh, Fia's got more champions. Roger, what are you doing, Roger? Why would you do this to me, bruh? You gave me your rapier and everything. I thought we was cool. Alright. Oh, we got... Okay. Lionel the Lionheart. Wait a minute. Lionel the Lionhearted is one of the guys that you can summon, during the Radon fight. Wait, no! That wasn't... I'm a little peeved right now because I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but this happens to me sometimes, and it only ever happens when I'm locked on. It never happens when I'm not locked on. But sometimes I'll try to run, and no matter how long I hold the run button, because like there are situations where running is better than dodging. And no matter how long I hold the run, I was holding the run button that whole time that I was moving away from that guy, and it just never did the running runs. David, are you still there? I mean, I'm not, don't think that I'm upset, like, if you got other stuff you're doing. I'm just making sure that, like, the stream isn't eating itself. Alright. Tree fuckers. You know, I get that there needs to be like some kind of punishment for attempting to cast a spell when you don't have the mana or FP or whatever you want to call it. But is it really? Oh Jesus crackers on a crust, baby. Yeah. But, like, the animation when you, like, try to cast a spell or you try to, like, drink from a flask that's empty, like, is it really necessary that they look at it, wiggle it, rub their hand on the back of their head, take a 16-course therapy session to delve into their guilt over their mistake? Like... Is the animation for trying to cast a spell when you're out of mana really need to be that long? I think my mistake here is that these guys are taking so much damage that I'm getting overconfident. I'm not really paying much attention. I think that's my main problem. Okay. Put out one of these. Yeah, boy. Let's try this. If I could hit all three of them at once, that might actually work out in my favor. Oh, except that counts as one of the spells that they input read on and then auto dodge. So that's not going to work. Ouch. Oh, that one, that guy keeps throwing me because his attack is like it's not bad. Like it's doing its job. It's a good feint for that animation, but I dodge on his initial spin, but like he spins once and then attacks, like he winds it up like he's doing a discus throw. So there is that to consider. And I don't mind that I lost the souls because I didn't have much because I just did a level up. I'm trying to get, the reason I'm pumping so much intelligence is I'm trying to get enough to use the dark moon thingy. Ranny's cold big blue ball. I like Ranny's big blue balls. You know, I don't judge. I don't judge. Nope. Alright, we need to take out the guy with the axe first. He's over here, right? He spawns on this side, right? Yes. We needed to do something about him first. There we go. The rest should be easy breezy. Unless there's more champions. There better not be more champions. Wait, what are you doing? Why are you Why is it that you're able to dodge my night comet and no one else is? There we go. That's better. That's more like it. That's more like it. That's what we want to see. Fia's missed. Okay. Okay, I got Fia's missed. What did David say? Because my phone turned itself off yet again. Have fun. Great, thanks. Cool. I mean, I feel like I'm done now. So I'm not sure.
Ah, there you are.
Yeah, what's up?
I knew you would come.
You did?
What is it you intend? To deny us and our ways, like the dogmatic brutes of the golden
Dude, I
Order?
was just wandering through and a bunch of your... No, I
You
want
are
to...
an odd one.
I want to be
I
held.
am the guardian of those
I
who
want
live
to...
in death. They
Look,
call me
I'm just a
the
simp at
witch.
heart. Like, really,
Do you still wish to be held by me?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll rub my horns on you. Would you like me to rub my horns on you? I'll rub my horns all over you. I got two of them. You know. Oh yeah, she loves when I rub my horns against her breasts. She really likes that.
Have you ever seen a Hallowbrand? When the first of the demigods died, his flesh was marked with the half-wheel wound of the centipede. Godwyn's Hallowbrand has since been
My
recovered
triumphant
without
return to
harm.
Twitch is going to end
But
with
there
me
is
getting
another
banned.
Hallow brand out there somewhere, and I must find it before the time comes
You
when
must
the
find
sea
the
will
other
roar.
Hallobrand.
When Godwyn died, a Hallow brand scored his flesh, but another exists. Another mark in the shape of the half-wheel wound of the centipede.
Half-wheel
Half-wheel
wound to the centipede. Well, I tell you what, sweetheart, if I come across a half-wheel dingy-dongy of a centipede, then, I will... Dude, have you seen her panties? I know that's such a random thing to say, but have you seen the whole hoopla about that? Where she's wearing really, really sexy panties and like okay, so she's wearing really sexy panties. They're like, it's like a thong with like lace and like some little dangly things that are just like, rest at the side of grace. I shall do that for you. Rest at the side of grace. Got it. Alright. Rest of the side. Anyway. And they're called deathbed smalls. And they count as like a leg. Like, they count as pants. And, they're still in the game code, but they were removed from the game. Now, there is a place where you can get her armor. Like, her like, outfit, but you can't get the panties. And I think they like removed the they probably removed it because it was just a little too racy, a little too, you know. Uh, but I would try to clip the camera in to see them, but I feel like that would maybe be um kind of. I don't think you can even do that when she's sitting down. I did try at one point just to see if I could. Um, when she's standing up, there's one time where she's standing up when she kills D after you give him the dagger, and if you like pan the camera like perfectly, you can see them. Uh, I'm not trying to be a pervert here. I'm not like, this isn't a pervert thing. Like, if I want to see panties, I can see panties. Like I have the internet. Like. But what's funny is that hackers found a way to add them back to the game, which is fine. Which is fine. I'm gonna say I prefer with. I prefer with. I like the mystery. I like the mystery. I'm weird. Um, like if we're gonna really get into the weeds of like sexual stuff, like panties like pulled aside is sexier than just removed outright. But anyway. So what happened was hackers like if you want to mod the game, that's cool. Mod the game. But what they did was they then dropped the item in online and other people were picking it up and then their accounts were getting banned just because they picked up some panties. So I guess the moral of this lesson is if some strange person walks up to you and tries to give you a pair of panties, don't take them. Don't. I think that's the moral of the story. I think that's the lesson that Miyazaki. I think actually, like throughout the whole Soul series, I think that's what he was building up to. I think that was the grand lesson that he was trying to. Oh God. Okay, I rested at the side of grace. What the fuck more do you want from me, David? You want me to be held again? Yeah.
How did you?
I don't know.
My utmost thanks. With this, Godwin can take his rightful place as first of the dead and claim a second, illustrious life. You are mine, our, and though I can't be of any use to you, can I hold you tight?
You kind of already are. I mean, I got the Radiant Blessing. Does that mean I've lost even more health because of
I
you?
will soon lay with Godwin,
Cool.
and it will surely stir within the new life of the Golden Prince, and first dead of the
So,
demigods,
you're gonna go fuck a
as the
dead
rule
dude.
of those who live in death.
And that's cool.
Yes. Do one thing for me.
What do you want me to do?
Brandish this child, my rune, and take for yourself the throne by becoming.
Okay. You got it. Should I not have done that? Did I, like, lock myself into an ending or something? I feel like I may have locked myself into an ending. I don't know. I don't know. Hold on a second. Need to do something real quick. Anyway. There's a second boss here, but you don't know how to. Okay. Well, keep in mind, I actually haven't made much progress in the game. I've literally not progressed past the Altus Plateau. That's as far as I've made it in my mage. So, yeah. So that should give you like an idea of. So there must be like another. So what I'll do is I'll just keep an eye on this area. I mean, if you want, since you've already done it, you could look it up and guide me to what I need to do. That's fine. Like, I don't want to look it up because I don't want to like see spoilers of like endings and like shit that happens and whatnot. But now, what is this going to take me to? Travel to another location. I got a lot of runes for defeating 5 random Reddit mods. Which here's the thing, I can't complain cuz I will admit that I simp pretty fucking hard for Ranny. Um and I'd like to think, I think I talked about this at one point, but I'd like to think that the fact that I like Ranny, even though I know that's not what she looks like, proves that I'm not just like horny for the blue chick. Where the fuck am I? Alright, I don't know where I am, but. But yeah, if you follow like lore and shit, now granted, I'm like only like vaguely. Where the fuck am I? Oh, I'm like, I'm in a part of Lanedale. How did I wind up in a part of Lanedale? Wait a minute. How did this happen? Hey, what's up? I'm here now.
Thanks
Yeah.
for bringing me to the base of the Erd Tree. Here, I can govern my own movement, and thus, the Accord, I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given.
You do
Farewell.
that.
I
You
shall
you
leave
knock
time
yourself out.
and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, I wish you luck. In real life, you have fought long. I have no doubt.
Yeah. But there's Bach.
Bok the Saint ready to make...
Hey, how you doing?
Master,
The Erd Tree.
the Erd Tree. I know it.
Yeah, yeah. Alter my garments. I don't like. I think that they're like if you play this game and you attempt to remove the cape from Blythe's armor, it should just delete your save
Please.
like immediately. Like that's not okay. All right, so I'm in Lanedale now. Somehow. That's a lot. That's a lot of content to let me just randomly skip just because I happen to find a thing. But I'm not gonna complain. That's fine. That's fine. Dude, just look at like I don't know why you're like look up uh 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 hold on, look up um Prince of Death's Throne. And if the boss is there, the result should have what the name of the boss is and then whatever it is you have to do to trigger it to happen. Like, is your Google foo that fucking weak? Like, seriously. But anyway, as I was saying, now take this with a grain of salt because I haven't really watched any like lore videos, so I'm just going based on like a few like item descriptions and little things I've looked at. I have to work back and talk to Fia again. But I got a boss here now. I want to do the boss. I can't remember what this boss is, but I want to do it. Or not. Or not, apparently. I guess I don't get to do that boss. What the fuck? Alright, I'll work back and talk to her again. But anyway, like keep in mind that this is like me not I don't know jack shit, but where you find the curse the mark you do on Ranny's body, um where she slayed her body and then slayed Godwin, like the whole thing where I think the lore is that she created the black knives so that she could escape from the I don't think she intended for them to kill Godwin. I think they did that of their own accord. I think like the lore there is that they kind of like their interests were aligned for a while, but then something happened. I don't know. But like if you look at uh the it's said that the doll that houses Rainey's soul was modeled after her. So the Rainey that we see isn't actually what Rainey looks like or what she did look like. It's what her master looked like, and the doll was modeled after her. So that's an interesting thing that we don't actually know what Rainey really ever looked like. I find that interesting. Which it doesn't really matter because I'm demisexual, so I really don't give two shits what someone looks like. It's one of the very, very, very few perks of that. Uh, okay, I'm talking to her again. We're talking.
Goodbye, my dear, but I am satisfied.
Okay.
I choose to lie with Godwin of my own will, not the remains of one chosen for me, and I will bear a child who will inherit your warmth too. What greater blessing could there be but to be born a deathbed companion?
I don't know. So, like, your whole purpose is to fuck dead dudes and, like, let them be reborn that way? Like, are you basically a walking Rob Zombie music video? Is that what you are? Okay, well, I talked to her again. And I rested again. And and now I'm going into the dream. That sounds like a plan, I guess. Like, am I gonna watch them fuck? I'm not really into that. Like, that's not my style. Okay, Lich Dragon Fortisax. Lich Drag. David, why didn't you tell me about Lich Dragon Fortisacky Sack? Lich Dragon Hacky Sack. Lich Dragon Hacky Sack. Oh, Lich Dragon Hacky Sack. Lich Dragon Hacky Sack. I cannot horse. Of course I cannot horse, of course. Why would I ever think that I could horse? Like, why did they even add a horse to this game if they were never ever gonna let you horse? Even though it's not super strong, even though it's not super strong, I still like to use the what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, now what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing now? I still sometimes like to use the rock slings. It doesn't seem to be affecting this one, but usually the rock sling is pretty good at staggering and getting me a thingy. Okay. Bye-bye, Lich Dragon Fortisax. I hardly knew ye. Remembrance of the Lich Dragon. What just happened? Wait a minute. How the fuck is... No, I get that I'm playing a mage, and a mage is technically easy mode, even though I don't 100% agree with that. Because, what's this? Oh, cool. I got the mending room. Awesome. Um, I think I remember reading that that is required to get a specific ending. I think you, I think you Ah, God, I read a little bit about like the different end. Once I beat the game and got the ending I got, I read a little bit about how to get the other endings, and I think there's an ending where you prevent Melina from sacrificing herself, and you sacrifice yourself instead, and then you go all frenzy flame did, and then I think you got to use that mending rune to like undo your, or it's something else you got to use to undo it. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, I get that like I was using like magic, but I've literally fought other dragons on this character with magic that were harder than that. And like maybe, you know what? I don't mean to be a dick when I say this. I talk about this in videos a lot in some of the You ever actually try the non-casual way to play? You just demolish shit. It's boring. Yeah, like that's how I played my very first time. I used my uh fucking dual swords, and so I wasn't even allowed to block. Like, like at least like a lot of people that use their big old great swords, they got a big old great shield, and they can just stand there and tank. I'm not even allowed to tank when I was doing that. But anyway.
Prince of Death, take a good long look. See the wrath of the Golden Order, the Order's justice writ in blood. This is what's become of your precious witch. Naught but expired meat and bone. This is a proper death, O Prince. Look at this rotten whore. No more children can be got from this useless flesh. Behold, your mother is dead.
Um,
The
excuse
rotten
me.
witch is dead. The gold. Now I can look my brother Darian in the honeyed rays of gold. Darian, honeyed ray.
Um, yeah, we're gonna,
Very well. Then you are.
How could this? Forgive me. This Darian. Darian.
yeah, that's what we do to people that murder, the ladies. I don't care what your reasons were. I don't care. I am the ultra simp. Honestly, if he didn't like, I'll put it like this: if he didn't seem like so batshit fucking crazy in the way he was talking, I probably would have been like, okay, I guess this is just the way this quest ends. But like, the way he was talking, I'm like, okay, we can't let this be running around free. Let's take a look at the sword he got. Probably a colossal giant uber sword. Where the fuck is it? There it is. Great sword. Okay. Should I not have done that, David? 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 Hey, David? 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 Should I? David? Hey, David? Hey, hey, David? David? Hey, 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 David? Hey, David? David? Should I not have done that? Should I have? I feel like perhaps maybe I shouldn't have done that. but like he just seemed a little bonkers. Because I found him like off somewhere else, like crying like a little bitch, and then I gave him that armor, and then he goes and kills the necrophiliac chick. And I don't know, necrophiliac chicks are kind of hot. Like, like I don't know. Maybe it's because I grew up listening to Rob Zombie, but like, I gotta say I don't really understand most of what's coming out of my mouth right now. I mean, if I fucked up a quest line, that's fine. I can get it on New Game Plus. It's not a big deal. But like, so her plan to lay with God and do the thing to the thing doesn't seem like it's panning out very well. Okay, so now I want to go back. No, not make a marker. God damn it. I want to go back down here. Ah! I'm sorry. David, I need to. I just like literally punched not only my microphone, but I smacked literally the cord. So I need to know if you can still hear me. Okay, that's good to know. You felt that in your giblets. I'm sorry about that. No, I'll take a picture of it and send it to you on. Actually, I can do that right this second. I'll send it to you on Steam. Of like this, the way I've got my microphone mounted. Like I'm using like a mount that's supposed to be for a webcam. There we go. And then I got like my microphone duct taped to it. It's like the jankiest fucking ghetto setup ever, but it works. But what you'll see when you look at it is that I got a bottle of Dr. Pepper sitting over there. And I went to grab the bottle of Dr. Pepper. And then I smacked into the thingy. If the thing ever wants to load. I'm using that Gyazao thing just because a lot of times you send me links, you use that, so I just figured if you use it, it must be good. And usually it works fine. I click to upload, and then like 2 seconds later it gives me a link, but it's kind of stuck. I don't know why. Why are you not uploading? A network error has occurred. Yes, retry. Okay, you know what we will do? You know what we will do? No, I did. Fuck you! Fuck you and all the fuck yous. I fucking... Oh, I'm mad now. Oh, I'm mad. Oh, I'm mad now. How do I get to my chat? My channel. My channel. My channel. Chat. Shit. I just realized it doesn't save the chat, so I don't... Connecting. The last thing that I saw from you was you saying that you felt that in your giblets. Because I accidentally closed, like I was trying to close the geezer gal. Actually, you know what? I'm double stupid. Because I got Discord installed now on the phone. Can't I just send you a picture on Discord? Yes, grant permissions while using this app. Allow. Then, boom. 4.3. It's uploading slowly, but it's uploading. So you'll get it someday. Oh, now it says connecting. Now it says connecting. Discord wants to be a big fat asshole. Is what Discord wants to be. We'll close that. And I'm disconnected from chat. What the fuck? Welcome to the chat room. Then the weirdo says, then I said Yozo is pretty easy to use. And then it says disconnected from chat. You know what I'm gonna do? I wasn't gonna do this just because I didn't want to like over stimulate anything. But I'm gonna turn off my mobile data and just connect directly to my Wi-Fi. And then it uploaded in 2 seconds. Okay, so it just sent it on Discord. There we go. Can I... Don't disconnect. I need to reconnect to the chat. It says disconnector from the chat. And then I see you saying nice, but I'm still disconnected. Okay, I'm going to close Twitch one more time. Now I'm going to open it one more time. Why is it red? Yeah, it's red because I'm live. Okay, that's fine. And I've got one viewer, which is fine. I don't want any more viewers. Actually, I do. I do, like, because, like, there, now I'm connected. Okay, cool. Because I think it would make me kind of a douchebag to, like, always, like, count on you to show up whenever I'm going to want to stream. So I would like to, like, build up, like, a viewer base. I'm not sure how to do that. I think you did it by just playing way too much Dead by Daylight. If I'm correct, that's how you built up your viewer base. It's just by constantly playing Dead by Daylight and being super toxic. Your viewer base doesn't like Dead by... Then why the fuck do they hang around? But it's what worked. It's what worked. Oh, there's the trash man. So it was a good idea for me to put on pants and take out the trash when I did. What was I doing? I feel like I had a purpose. Like that, it's like that 9 Inch Nails song. I think I used to have a purpose. Then again, that might have been a dream. I didn't have no... Dad, I landed on a tree. You ever land on a tree? It's really the best place to land. I fell out of a tree once, and okay, here's the thing. You know how some people will insult you and say you fell out of the ugly tree and hit every branch on the way down? I really did fall out of a tree and hit every branch on the way down when I was a kid. That actually happened. Oh God, it's one of you. Crucible Knight. Ah, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean any of it. Didn't mean any of it. Oh, don't do that. Look, I didn't. I'm going down here. Fuck you. I'm going down here where it's safe and nothing can hurt me. And now the Crucible Knight is like, well, shit. And that is how you beat Crucible Knights. Little known strategy. You employ the Monty Python technique of running away. I don't even know where the fuck he went. Wait, where did he go? Oh, there he is. It still makes me mad. Like, holy shit, that tracks. It still makes me mad that, like, when I first encountered the Crucible Knight, I killed one of them and I got one of his moves. I immediately decided I was gonna make me a Crucible Knight. I was gonna make me a playthrough where, like, I just use nothing but Crucible Knight moves. And then I discovered that out of all the moves that they can use, the one that you can't get, the one that like doesn't exist as one for you to use, is the one that made me want to use them. The one where they sprout wings and fuck off into the sky and dive bomb your ass. Like, how are you gonna have, like, all these cool moves and be like, oh, but this one, nah, we ain't gonna let you use it. We're not gonna let you use it. Okay, that didn't work out. That did not work out. But anyway, I think, like, the best way that I could probably build up a viewer base is by just appealing to a niche. Like, I play some weird games. I play some weeby games. I'm a massive weeb, I ain't gonna deny it. I'm still making my way through Danganronpa 2. I'm having trouble continuing on because my favorite character died, but I'm persevering. So if, like, I could find some games that maybe, like, don't get played a lot, maybe this would be easier off my horse. I take that back. Okay, I did not dodge that in time, but you still somehow managed to fuck it anyway. As David would say, you beefed it. And now it was my turn for the beef. Beef all around, baby! It's Beef City! David, I asked at one point in your video, or not, in one of my like, here's the problem. I ask you a lot of questions in my videos, like, cause like I make videos under the assumption that you're the only one that's gonna be watching them. So I generally just kind of talk to you. So, but I can't remember like what questions were asked, like, in a video that like is lost, and what questions are still there. What the fuck does beefing it mean? Like, where does that come from? What does beef have to do with fucking up? Well, then you have to ask whoever the fuck G-Burb is. Like, that's the thing. Like, when I say this, I don't want it to come across as like I'm jealous or anything. But, like, here's the thing. 5 years ago, it was just like me and you. We were just two dumbasses on YouTube doing shit. And then I disappear for 5 years, which is no one's fault. It is what it is. And then I come back, and you've got this whole fucking posse, and like, I feel like every time I like look at like Discord and think about like sending a message or something, I feel like the turd in the punch bowl. That's what I feel like. Uh, I'm like, I can't add anything to this conversation. Because there's like 800 in jokes now that I don't understand. But I'll figure it out. I'll work my way towards it. Okay, so that the thing that makes that difficult is that his timing on that is faster than the regular guy's version of it. That's the thing that fucks me up. The regular guy, when he does that move, it there's a delay. This guy does it a lot faster. There we go. Which, you know, I think the fact that like to not to get serious for a moment, but I was a little scared when we played yesterday. I was scared that it wouldn't be the same, like, because so much time's passed, it would be like we wouldn't be able to have the same rapport that we used to have. And then we started playing, and it was like not a day had fucking passed. So we still got it. And, like, that's good, so we'll find time. Like, I am limited by, like, you know, what I even have available on my PS4 and whatnot. But, like, I don't know how much more I'll want to play of that, Midgard whatever game. I'll have to look into it because there's something about it that might turn me off of it. Which I'll still get some fun out of it, but I'm kind of a completionist when it comes to games. Like, as you can see, my fucking inventory is like full of fucking weapons that I'm never going to use. Whereas I could easily sell those off and make some runes. Whereas that game seems like the very fact that when we started it, it said welcome to season 2, and we're both sitting there like, what happened to season 1? Um, uh, it makes me think that it's gonna be one of those games, and unfortunately, a lot of games do this, and it turns me off of a lot of games. But a lot of games play on your FOMO, the fear of missing out, and like they'll have like, oh, you can get these items and this stuff, but only for this amount of time, and then you'll never be able to get it again. And it's like, the weird thing is, even if I don't plan on ever using certain things, I still want it. I like games where if I put enough time into the game, I could eventually have every item in the game. And that's just kind of antithetical to the way a lot of online games work. Which isn't a problem. Like that's the thing, is I can't really complain, because even though I do think they use it as like kind of a predatory fear of missing out tactic, at the same time I can't really say that like a game should have to cater to the way I want to play it. But like, I don't know. Like, there have been games in the past, especially like mobile games, where I was kind of enjoying the game, and then I'll see like, oh, if you don't get this champion by so and so date, you'll never be able to get them. And I'm like, well then fine, I guess I just won't play your game, because I want all the champions. I want them all. Like, I think I talked about this in one of the videos, but I played this one gacha game where the whole reason I played the game, the whole reason that I decided to give it a go, was because it had it was doing a Persona 5 crossover event. Where you could get characters from the game as like your champions. And I didn't manage to get them all because, you know, gacha games, you know, it stems from the Japanese term gacha, which is those little machines with the little prizes in them. By their very nature, it's basically gambling. Like, it's funny that like people go ape shit about like EA and stuff with their loot boxes and shit, whereas all these fucking games have been doing this gacha shit for years. And then like the fucked up thing is, I actually did. I went into chat, like in the little guild that I was in, and I asked about it, and I asked about like if there was any way to get like, because I looked at like the history of the crossover events and like what crossover events the game had had, and it had a few other crossover events with like some games that I liked. I'm like, oh, I'd like to get those champions too. That'd be cool. And not only were people really like dismissive about it, about me even wanting to get the champions, they apparently, the way those games work is after a crossover event is done and like the next crossover event happens, they'll do a patch that makes the champions from the last crossover event weaker or makes the enemy stronger, so that those ones are obsolete. So like you get into this game specifically because like, oh shit, I can summon characters from this game I like. And then like within like a month of playing the game, you literally can't use those characters from the game you like at all, because it's just not like, there's a difference between something being not optimal. Like I've talked before, I'll use stuff that's not optimal just because I'm having fun. But like not optimal to a level where it's like literally physically impossible to progress while doing that. So, I don't know. But it does seem like that Tribes of Midgard game is kind of gonna be bad for that, of having stuff that like cosmetics. But the core gameplay, I do think we could get a little bit of fun out of now that we understand how it works. Because we were just fucking around because neither of us had a fucking clue what the game was even about. Which maybe we should have like spent 2 seconds googling it to figure out what the game was, but I think maybe going into it blind made it more fun. But my takeaway, and feel free to tell me if you have like a different takeaway. My takeaway is that every second in that game is precious. Like, it's not meant to be a relaxing, like, Minecrafty, just, like, roam about and mess around and find stuff. It's not meant to be a relaxing game. You're meant to be always on the move, always mining, always building up your defenses of your city, leveling up your stuff, putting some soul points into your Yggdrasil so it has more health for when it gets attacked. So that when you do get attacked, because by day 4, we had a big tornado man come and completely... I can't say the R word on Twitch, right? He did unsavory things to our village, I guess is the point. And then we died. So I think like the oh god, I think like the whole point of that game, there is something on top of that building, and I want to get it because it seems like there is some stuff here that I haven't explored yet. I don't think I've fully explored. Okay, first off, before I forget, there's a room over here that Hey, stop it. I'm not dealing with you right now, asshole. There's a room over here that I never explored. I kind of went past it. I need to grab it before I forget. Here it is. I'm gonna hide right here. There we go. I'm gonna hide up here. And then I'm gonna jump down here. Yeah. Parkour, motherfucker! So yeah, I feel like if we give it a few more goes and like really coordinate, like, okay, I'm gonna go here and work on gathering wood for this, and then because it seems like when you go to upgrade, I don't know if you did any upgrading. Like, I upgraded one of the facilities, and all it took was some souls. But like some other facilities, it costs actual resources. But it seems like it's not like you have to have those resources, and once you do, you click and it upgrades. It seems like you can actually pump the resources into it and fill up a bar. So like we could both like, I think, work towards upgrading a particular like facility or something so that we can get like better gear. So I do think that like if we coordinate and stuff, that could be like a fun game to mess around with. And then I definitely, if you see it on sale anywhere, for the love of God, please get Journey to the Savage Planet on PS4. Because I played that back a couple years ago. And it was so much fucking fun. It's hilarious. It's got a lot of comedy in it. It's a really funny game. It's a really entertaining game. And I discovered after I finished the game, because it was an option in the menu that I just hadn't seen, I discovered that it's got co-op. So we can play through the whole fucking thing co-op. And to understand what it's like, it's basically a Metroidvania where like you're exploring and like you... Okay, I did a thing. You know, you're exploring around and you get like upgrades and like new abilities, like new types of jumps that like let you get to new areas. You know, typical Metroidvania stuff. And it's just such a fun little game. So much little bits of humor. It unfortunately leans a little too far into the politics, but eh. That's what happens when you mention politics. This is a no politics stream. That was my punishment. I'm surprised you're not making clips of half this shit that's happened to me. Oh, anyway. It's funny because I actually played 2 games, like, not back to back, but within, like, a general similar, like, period of time, that both leaned way too heavy into politics when it came to their humor. And it annoyed me both times. And the funny thing is, one of them leaned more into right-wing politics, and one of them leaned more into left-wing politics. So, like, I played this other game called Breath Edge, which is fucking amazing until it's not. There's a whole thing with it where, like, the company got bought out, and then the people that bought them out just wanted to get the game done or some shit. So, like, the second half of the game is, like, for lack of a better word, just shit. Like, the first half of the game, it's basically Subnautica in space. Like, literally Subnautica in space. It really is. It's insane how good it is. There's, like, base building and just all kinds of cool shit. And then the second half of the game is just, like, you build this ship, and that, like, you can pilot around. That's going to let you go to, like, another star system or another area. And you think that, like, it's gonna open up, like, a second open world, like a second area for you to explore and do base building and all that good shit. Instead, it just becomes an extremely linear corridor shooter where you basically just go from, like, area to area. And, like, the funny thing is, it's like a survival crafting game. So it still has to pretend it's a survival crafting game. So whereas before you'd find, like, the crafting materials just kind of strewn out, like, floating in space, and, like, that was actually a really fun part of the game, was finding these crafting materials. You know, I'm just gonna grab this, and I'm gonna go. I'll admit that that didn't work out precisely according to plan. But at the same time, technically, in a roundabout way, I did accomplish my goal. So... so I think... I think... But anyway... But the problem with Breath Edge is it makes fun a lot of, like, kind of liberal politics, and some of it is fucking hilarious. Some of the jokes are fucking hilarious, and I don't care who is offended by them. You can I don't know, there's probably a lot of things that I could probably get in trouble for saying on Twitch. I'll have to look into the Twitch terms of service to see what it's like at this point and what kind of jokes I'm even allowed to make. But, like, there's this one joke early on where there's this billboard of, like, a sexy lady, like, advertising something or other. I can't remember what it was. And your task is to go over to the billboard and collect some crafting material or some shit. And your AI in your helmet says, "Be careful not to brush up against the board. That might be construed as sexual harassment." And that made me laugh because honestly, that like when it like that does mirror the way some people talk about like, "Oh God, there's another bear. I'm gonna be sneaky, and I'm gonna turn on a big bright light, and then I'm gonna be sneaky." Okay, sneaky did not work. Sneaky did not work. Oh, I'm still alive. Somehow I'm still alive. That ended quickly. Here's the worst part is now I need to kill the bear. I need to kill the bear because last time I killed a bear, I got a talisman. And usually I don't get talismans from bears. So maybe there's something unique to the bears of this area where they give talismans. So I don't know. Anyway, and like there's a lot of humor like that in the game. Although I will say that to me, like the funniest joke in the entire game doesn't actually involve any spoken word. It's just a visual gag. And I wish there was more of it. There's this part where you have to repair this little vessel so that you can fly away. And you go through all the stuff you got to do to repair it, and then you put your hands on the steering wheel and you start it up, and then the whole ship flies away from you. And so like you are like pushed out the back door and of the ship, and you just see the ship flying away into the distance while you're still standing there or floating there just holding the steering wheel. And I laughed so fucking hard at that visual gag. That said, there are some jokes, and I'm not going to repeat them, but there are some jokes in the game that are extremely cringy. And like you know me. You know how I feel about humor. I think nothing is sacred. I think, if you want to make something funny, then make it funny. Just do a good job at making it funny. But, like, some of the jokes come across less as someone just having, like, kind of a messed up sense of humor, and more like, like they're literally formulating their jokes solely to like own the libs. Like it's so cringy at parts with some of the jokes. And then Journey to the Savage Planet, another game that I found to be absolutely amazing, is the same way, but on the other end. It's very clear that they have a very liberal view on politics, and let's just say, even though there's definitely people that refuse to acknowledge that this is even a thing, there's a lot of misandry in the game, which is, for those that don't know, the opposite of misogyny. There's a lot of jokes that seem to be just aimed at men in general for no reason other than to just say mean things about men. But Uh, so both games have similar issues in terms of the humor when it comes to some of the jokes. But outside of some of those cringy jokes that both games are guilty of, the games are really fucking good. And most of the humor is really fucking good. Alright. Where I need to kill this goddamn bear. And I swear to God, if I kill this bear and it doesn't drop anything, I'm gonna be mad. I am. I am going to physically be angry. Because the last bear dropped something necessary. Okay. Get on the horse. Get on the fucking horse. Alright. Now switch to the night comic. Because I don't. Ouch. I feel this could just be me. You know? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if I can get the I'm gonna see if I can get the mausoleum to step on him. Hey, come here, step on him. No? You don't want to step on him? You don't want to step on him? No, you're not gonna do that for me? Alright. Okay, this is happening. Look, I gotta be honest, I don't approve of any of the current state of affairs. Okay? Can I hit you, please? Would that be acceptable? You can hit me. Like that's allowed. That's we're so we're doing that. Okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, mer. Mer. Hey, mer. I said mer. No, I said mer. Yeah, mer. No, I say mer. There we go. Now where'd that fucking bear go? Shut up! Where'd the bear go? Did the bear go back to his home? I think the bear went back home. No, the bear's just standing up here like, where am I? I don't understand things anymore. I don't understand this new music. Ouch! 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 Man, the fucking stamina when you're on the horse takes fucking forever to come back. For some reason, I don't know why, but chat isn't lowering anymore. Like I was actually just about to ask what that meant. Because I was seeing if you'd send anything else, and it's not auto-scrolling to the bottom of the thing anymore for me. Whatever. I'll just have to keep an eye on the corner, because when I get a message in the corner of my screen on the PlayStation, it shows a little image saying that, like, oh, new message, yo, what's up? And it's got like a text-to-speech thing. It does have like a text-to-speech feature where I can have it read me messages, but I feel like if I turned that on, you would use it to fuck with me. Ow. 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 Can we get a stagger, please? There we go. Okay, you know what? You know what, Mr. Bear? Am I alone in thinking the bears are the most annoying enemies in this entire game? I think I actually spend like an entire episode trying to fight a bear and like bitching about its moveset and like whatever. It's all good. I'll get it eventually. That's the weird thing about me is like I rage pretty easily at these kind of games. I know it doesn't seem like it, but like I get tilted as you streamers put it. There's so much fucking streamer lingo that's just like sprung into existence in recent years that I have never heard in my life, and I'm like, okay, that's apparently a phrase now. And it usually is. It usually is. Like, I think the only time I tend to really rage is if I feel like my deaths are due to, like, oversights in game design. When it's, like, due to me just, like, sucking or, like, a funny death, I do tend to laugh. I'd say out of all of my playthrough of this game, there's probably only, like, 3 or 4 bosses that actually made me rage. One of them wasn't really entirely the game's fault. I still think it's a shitty boss, but in the clip show for that episode is like post commentary where I explain why I'm raging, and it has to do with stuff outside the game. But like yeah, in general, I don't tend to rage too much. Oh, I thought he was gonna go back in there for a while. Yeah, go back inside. It's warm in there. All your friends are in there. Well, you don't really seem to have any friends actually, but still. Okay, I don't know what that was. Okay, I am stuck on a tree. One thing I do really like is that if I get hit while I'm casting my what are you doing here? No, 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 this isn't. It's not your turn. 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 It is not your turn. You go. I don't want to play the video game anymore. I don't want to play the video game anymore. I don't want to play the video game anymore. And you go boop. And you go boop. Oh, I go boop to you, and then you die. I got poo. For my trouble, I got some poo. I went through all that, and my reward was some poo. I'm broken. I don't exist anymore. Oh. Is there a reason I'm suddenly Popeye? And then that was. You need him. Oh, great. I was getting ready to say you gotta clip that so I can hear it back. No, that's the thing about me, and I'm sure you'll agree with this, and you've experienced this firsthand, is I cannot do accents, I cannot do voices when I'm trying to. If I try to do like an accent, it'll end up sounding like some other accent. If I try to do a voice, it doesn't sound like what I'm trying to do. But then perfect, spot on voices just sometimes come out of fucking nowhere with me, and I don't know how. Oh, like when I apparently turned Chinese while playing Alien Isolation. I just heard a badunk thing. Did you post that clip in Discord? Because I just heard my computer. Oh, great. Post it on the like main. I don't know if you just meant you sent it in a message, but post it on like whatever main thing you guys post clips on. Because that need, if it's as good, if it's as magnificent, if it's as magnifico as you say it is, it needs to be. It needs to be. Okay, I feel like I'm done with this area. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'm done with this area. I fought the boss up there, the Ding Dong Fortisax, and now the last thing I need to do is this thing that I found and figure out what the fuck it does. This will be the third coffin that I've rode. In my first playthrough, I only found the one that took me to Astle. because I missed the little, because it is really easy to miss. It's like a little tiny itty bitty path off to the side, um, next to the second version of the ancestral moose guy. So so I don't know. All right, what is this? Okay, actually, this looks familiar. I may have already done this because I have actually I remember seeing this coffin, which that's a continuity error. Just pointing out, that's a continuity error. 0 out of 10. This coffin was already here when I explored this area before from this angle. So, yeah, I explored this area from here, and this was already here, and yeah. So I feel like, oh, uh, question, David. You got the Age of the Stars ending, right? Where you and Ranny fly off into space to become the Guardians of the Galaxy or something? Okay. Did you do what I told you to do and go back to Ranny's Rise and go to the top where she used to sit and rest at the side of Grace and talk to the mini Ranny? Nope. Okay. It doesn't change much, but it changes one single line of dialogue that, like, I went straight to Journey 2 by mistake. Okay. Well, no, you have to do it before you get the ending. Like, like, yeah, before you get the ending, you have to, uh, because I think, yeah, I do think I remember reading that, like, it's not like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this isn't like other Souls games where once you beat the game, it immediately plops you into New Game Plus. I think you have to actually like select to start a new game. But you have to at some after you finish Randy's quest and like you've put the ring on her finger and everything. At some point, if you go back to that and talk to her, she tells you a little bit more about. And make sure you click that link I sent you because the ending is actually mistranslated, and it like I don't want to like view things in black and white of like good and evil, but the mistranslation makes her seem a little more evil than she is. Because the mistranslation makes it seem like she's going to create a world of nothing but darkness and cold and stuff, but in actuality, it's the exact opposite. She's going to make the darkness and the stars and the cold be far away so that you see them, but not like, you know. It's a bit of a mistranslation. But anyway, in that ending, there's a part where she refers to you as my fair consort. If you do the thing where you go to the top of the thing and talk to her and learn a bit more about her plan and everything, then that line changes to my dear consort. So it kind of like makes it a slightly more like romantic, like intimate implications of it, I guess. I don't know. It's a small change, but I do think it's really cool to have like little itty bitty changes like that in games. Anyway, I don't even know what to do now because I did I did this with the finger reader crone. And I've done everything down here that can be done. And then all this shit. So I think I'm actually done as far as like underground areas go. I think these are the only 3 underground areas of the game. So before I decided to start trying out a stream, I was actually just I had the interactive map up and I was going through like the early areas and like yeah, testing out. Uh, so yeah. There's actually okay, so I want to test something out real quick. And I want you to be my guinea pig. So I need you to state in chat that you're ready to be my guinea pig. So that I can test something out real quick. Alright, so when I'm recording, if I press the PS button and bring up the dashboard menu, it just fucks the recording. I'm curious what happens if I press it while I'm streaming. I'm curious if it'll show like the dashboard. I'm curious if it's even possible to like switch between games during the stream or if I'd have to start a new stream for that. So I'm going to press the PS button to bring up the dashboard, and when I do, I want you to tell me if you can see my dashboard. Oh, I just got a pop-up saying only microphone audio is being broadcast. So I don't think you can see my dashboard. So you can't see my lovely Nier Automata theme. Which is fine. Both microphone audio and gameplay are being broadcast. So I went back into the game. And now that I'm back into the game, did it like seamlessly like start back into the game? Like now you're seeing it again? Okay, that's good cuz I um I don't feel like playing any more of this right now. Just because I played 140 hours on my first character, and then I played another 30 hours on a sorcerer before my PS4 died and with the power outage and I lost everything. And now I have put another 40 hours into this sorcerer. So my next test is going to be if it's possible to switch games while streaming. Because there's another game I want to try out. We're about to find out.